I'm saying number love for the old school. That's what we're gonna do this one for. You feel me? Can't go with some DVDs and shit. I remember Mr. Magic Flash, Grandmaster Cass, LL raising hell, but and if it last 7 year, Rock Kim was the shit to me. I flipped to see a Junkie Fresh show with Ricky G and Red Alert was putting in work, and Chuck Chill had my homies on the hill.
Hello, and welcome to Hookah Unlimited. Today, we're going to be going over the Union Fibonacci. The Union Fibonacci is a second model from world-renowned Russian hookah brand Union Hookahs. The Union is something special because even though we were so happy and so proud and so in love with the Union Sleek and the variants of the Union Sleek, the comic series, the Crackle, and the Hybrid series, and the Stabilized Wood series, Union decided to step it up a notch by making a fully complete, fully stainless steel pipe with the same hybrid material, resin slash wood slash, acrylic trim that the Union Sleek was so popular with. The Fibonacci was their answer to the world's MIGs and Oceans and all the stainless steel hookahs of the German and European markets, and I think they did something very special with this. The Union comes with a custom everything. It's pretty incredible. The closer you look at this hookah, the more detail that you see in every aspect of it. And that's, I think, one of the most special things about the Union Fibonacci, the attention to detail. The hookah itself is composed very much similar to a typical German-style hookah. And as we kind of dive into it, I'll show you exactly how and what's special about it and how they've kind of managed to differentiate themselves from the atypical German-style hookah and kind of put their own twist to it. Now, I've had this hookah for about 2 years now. Union was kind enough to send it to me around late 2018, early 2019, and I've been using it non-stop. This was actually daily of mine for about a year and a half before I started using something else. To take the hookah itself apart, they've taken precision to the next level. The heart, for example, doesn't have an incredible number of threads. Instead, you get this very tiny, very precise little bit over here, and it screws onto the vase perfectly. The stem comes in a few different pieces, and you could take it all apart. First is the up stem part of the stem itself, featuring the cool accents and stuff, and then the bottom part of the stem. And then you have the actual heart, and all of the ports actually come apart as well. Finally, when you get rid of the final hose port adapter, you're left with the heart. And that's what it looks like, bare bones. And of course, the downstem comes apart as well. The Union Fibonacci comes with 2 purge units, or purge adapters, and 1 hose adapter. Not all 3 of them can be used as purges, but 2 of them can. Each purge also doubles up as a hose holder for the tip of the hose, and it fits perfectly so that you could rest your hose at your convenience. And each one also comes with an embedded ball bearing, a nice glass one in the inside. Now, one thing to note is that I've actually tried to take this unit apart, and because it's so pretty and so detailed and so precise and beautiful, I gave up worrying that I might break it. So that's something you guys need to consider with your Union Fibonacci. Other than this little bit, I can't think of anything else wrong with it because the heart is just a big chunk of heavy stainless steel. Every single thread, every single port, everything you see on here was carved and CNC machined into one big piece that it originally was. And it is one of the most beautiful hearts I've ever seen in the industry to date. I've never seen so much attention to all the threads, to all the holes, all the precision that it must have taken to create this piece right here. And I think this is the heart of the Union Fibonacci, just like all hearts are the heart of all hookahs, and this is the reason, because this determines how your hookah is actually going to be performing. The stem itself is composed of two pieces that create the up stem, and the tray, very German style, rests inside the up stem. Now, this doesn't screw in place, and unlike the Stimulation Pro X, it doesn't have an O-ring, so it's really easy to swipe off. It's not the most safest method of putting your tray onto the up stem, but it is convenient, because one of the advantages of this kind of system is when you're done with your session, you could just grab from the tray, pull it out, and go and dump out your tray when you take apart your bowl. There's a certain element of convenience with this kind of setup. The bowl port itself comes apart from the tray, very similar to your atypical Union or Russian style hookah. And when you take it apart, you have three extra pieces. And now normally with Russian style hookahs, you would have this kind of system, except this would be part of the stem itself, instead of it being an adapter that slides into the stem. But when you put it all together, everything fits flush, everything is calculated, and you could tell that there was a lot of engineering put into this hookah, and you get a really beautiful piece altogether. One thing to grapple over is that the tray on the Fibonacci is the same exact tray on the Union Sleek. The Union Sleek being an economic model compared to the Union Fibonacci. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Although, objectively speaking, it's an excellent tray, fully stainless steel, nice and thick and sturdy. There's nothing innately wrong about it. It's just reusing the same piece on a very upscale luxury stainless steel model. Moving forward to the downstem itself, it comes with two pieces. It's a standard pipe. It's a nice stainless steel pipe with two threads on each side, and what you might call a diffuser, because it's basically a completely open-end diffuser, and it just has a few holes on the side. And of course, you could use it with the diffused holes exposed, or flip it over for your convenience to put it to use it as a regular downstem. Another thing that Union has bothered to do that a lot of other luxury or high-end brands have seemingly forgotten, especially ones that come with a matching vase, is that Union has actually bothered to give you a standard vase adapter. What this does is actually it fits the same thread as the top of the base, except that it converts it to a traditional style insert. With this piece attached, you could use your hookah with any vase of your choice. This way you're flexible in how you want to customize the look of your hookah, or what vase you might like and what vase you might want to use. If you want to take this apart and use the vase that it comes with, which is also very excellent, I believe it's Polish glass, a few turns and you have fully complete. The hose handle of the Union Fibonacci is a completely stainless steel unit, so you could take it apart from the middle of it. This is for your convenience to clean it up a little bit easier, or maybe if you're trying to travel with it. As you can tell, the whole hookah comes apart in multiple little pieces, so you could put it around and take it with you wherever you want to go. But it's all around really nice. The top part is going to be a little bit lighter, so it's going to be bottom heavy, which works in your favor. The reason is because when you're holding a hose, you kind of are going to be holding it from the bottom of it. You know what I mean? You're not going to be holding it from up here. So this allows a little more control. It just feels good when you're smoking and using it. So let's see how this Union Fibonacci actually smokes and what kind of clouds you could expect from this guy. As you can tell, it's capable of very large clouds, very dense clouds, and those are all pros in my book to actually purge it and looking at how the purge functions, let me go ahead and move this a little bit closer and change the angle of it for you guys. But purge works wonderfully. You could clear the entire top part of the vase in one full puff, and it's actually pretty convenient because this was actually a purge where I took the whole draw in and purge it all out from my lungs. So usually it doesn't clear. Usually most purges don't clear that quickly with just, you know, that kind of a means of purging. And so kudos to this guy. The purge works perfectly fine. Draw is great. The diffuser functions as a semi diffuser. As I mentioned, it's an open end diffuser, so it's not something that I would call a functional diffuser, and that's gonna kind of take some points off the total rating of it. Which reminds me, we should get to the rating of the Union Fibonacci. Draw. The draw is a little bit tight. Now, it's not anywhere, like, it's not going to be tighter than a KM. It's definitely much more open, noticeably more open than something like a traditional hookah like a KM or anything similar. It's definitely more open than something like a Zara Spade, but it's definitely at the same time not as open as something like you know, a Union Sleek or a Regal or, you know, an Aeon or a, you know, hookahs of that nature, guys. So considering all that, I give this I give the draw a solid 7.9 out of 10. As you can tell, it's capable of giant, you know, clouds, and it works really well. But you expect a little bit more at this tier, you know, of the luxury stainless steel performance tier, you know, hookah level. In the same light, the purge itself functions wonderfully. I have no qualms about it. The only issue I do have is the access to the ball bearings, which Union seems to not care much about, even though we do as enthusiasts. Now, the actual necessity of cleaning the ball bearings is slim to none. They're glass inside, so you could just wash, rinse out the purge adapters just under water. It'll clear up just fine. So it's not too much of a thing, but it's more of a convenience issue. Is what the issue is here. So given that, I'm gonna give it a nice 8.4 out of 10 for the purge system. You could say I knocked out almost a whole point, one whole point, just from the fact that, you know, you need access to the ball bearings. Union, I mean, I love you guys. I'm a huge fan. I appreciate you guys, but this is something I think you'll benefit from working on in the future, in your future models and variations that you'll be creating. The build quality. Now, the build quality is exceptional on the Fibonacci, guys, and I think that's really where this hookah shines. Everything fits so precisely. The machining, the machine work, the attention to detail, everything is executed so beautifully and so professionally that even I'm impressed by the execution of it all. So given all that, I give the build quality a solid 9.3 out of 10. Choice of materials are, you know, up to par with the best in the world. You have epoxy, you have stainless steel. The only thing to kind of a little bit, you know, the vase is more of an atypical glass. It is not crystal or anything exceptional at the $350 mark, and that's something we got to consider when we're looking at hookahs like this. You know, but if we're going to take the vase aside, because the truth is, let's be real, guys, a vase's only job is to hold water, and it does that perfectly fine. And you know, so considering all that, the actual material quality, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9.1 out of 10. And regarding any special functionality or features, it doesn't really have much special functionality. It purges, you smoke it, there's nothing to adjust, nothing to play with here for you guys, but it does have that really awesome adapter for regular standard vases. That's a huge plus in my book, and big score for convenience for us that will be buying the Fibonacci and using it all the time. So you know, it's not worth rating, but it's something to consider, and which I did consider regarding, you know, the overall build quality and material choices of the hookah itself. As far as anything else, draw, purge, material quality, build quality, I think that's about it. That sums it up, guys. I think we're done. Overall rating will be posted right over there, and I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys want more, please subscribe, share the video, like, comment. I want your interaction. I want your thoughts. If you guys can't tell, I like being active with you guys. I like opening myself up to you guys, you know. Catch me on Facebook at Hookah Unlimited Facebook group. Catch me on Instagram. Follow me there. Join one of my, you know, many weekly live AMAs that I do. And other than that, I'll see you around. Okay. Catch you guys later. Deuces. The Union Fibonacci. Union Fibonacci. No. No, this. No. The Union Fibonacci. Fibonacci. We're gonna go all Italian with the Union Fibonacci. Are you gonna put a? Are you gonna put a mustache in there? Phenom, 1 second, bro. I haven't taken this apart in probably like 6 months, so. I'm gonna reset it from here so that you could edit it without that mess up. So the Union Fibonacci. The Union.